Alright, what's going on, y'all? This is Chris with Patch Boy Darb. Patches for the culture. Ooh, I dropped my mic. And right now we're at the computer. I got on my custom Ricky Boys in the Hood jacket, if y'all can see that right there. But we're not here to talk about this super dope jacket. What we're doing today is we're gonna be doing some digitizing. The plan of the day is we're gonna be making an Ice Spice Munch patch. I'm sure many of you heard about this up and coming artist so far. Very popular on social medias. So let's go ahead over to the computer and let's get this thing going. I got Wilcom Hatch pulled up. So first things first, let's go ahead and open up a new project. Pulls up our canvas size. The canvas size is set to where I already want it to be. We're going to be embroidering on the Brother SE625 like usual. So the hoop size is 4" by 4". And so what we want is our design to fit within this red square. If you are ever on Wilcom Hatch and your design is bigger than this red square, then it will not be red on your embroidery machine. You will see the design, but you will not be able to select the design on your embroidery machine. It will say that the design is too large for the hoop. Before starting this video, I went on YouTube and just looked up some videos of Ice Spice so I can have some reference photos. I think what I want to do is take 2 to 3 different stills or images and combine them together to make one super cool patch. The vision is all up here, y'all. The vision is all up here. There is some background noise you guys are probably gonna hear, but just bear with me. I already opened up a new designs, so I'm gonna go up here to artwork, click on that, and then I'm gonna go to where I saved the screenshots. Parental advisory in full effect. So I want this one here. This one here. But what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm going to mirror it so it's facing that way. So right now I'm just scaling the designs. I'm getting like a little rough layout of how I want it to be. I think I might just do these 2 images, combine them together as a patch, and then like put Munch underneath the leg area or in the background. We'll see when we get to that road. There's my hoop button right here. If you hit this hoop button here, it'll turn your hoop on and off. So I'm gonna turn it off, and right now I'm gonna focus on this first image. So what I'll do is I'll just hit the lock button on the second image. So what I'm gonna do here is I think I'm gonna start with like the skin tone first and then build up the other color layers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my digitized clothes shape. I'm gonna just pre-select this beige, this shrimp pink. Or actually I'm gonna do ivory, let's see what. No, I think shrimp pink might look better. And I'm gonna start with the head area. I'm gonna kinda like do my left and right clicks. And if you guys are unaware about the left and the right clicks, left clicks make straight lines as right clicks make curved lines. So keep that in mind whenever you're doing some digitizing or if you plan on getting Wilcom Hatch. I'm gonna just follow along the shoulder. We'll probably get this part in here. I'm just doing all the base stuff right now, and then I'll come back in and make adjustments if needed. I'm in here, and I want to make sure there's a little bit of overlap. So I'm gonna be clicking right in these areas, right in the shorts. Come down here, because I'm gonna continue from that part of the arm. And I'm doing a majority of right clicking right now. And then I'm gonna just have it come up through the curly hair. Hit enter. I'm gonna hit select so it selects the stitches that I just did. And let's mess around with the colors. So I don't like either of these colors. There is a particular beige tone color that I use. That one's not too bad. True view. I guess we'll do this one for now. It's not exact, but I like it more than those original beige colors that I had. So now let's go on down to this part here. I'm gonna digitize clothes shape again. I will start down at this part of the leg, come all the way over here, and then I'm gonna work my way up. This is for educational purposes. Doing a bunch of right clicking. I'm gonna do a left click right here. And then I'm gonna do some right clicks going down this way, right here, do one more right click there, and then I'm gonna hit enter. So now I got that part there. This design is coming along nicely. Since we're right here, let's go ahead and just make the shorts. So I'm gonna digitize closed shapes again. I got true view on so I can see through the stitching. I'm gonna work my way up here. I'm doing a bunch of right clicking. Some more right clicks. I'm gonna left click here at this point. Then I'm gonna do some right clicks. Remember, it's just an embroidery, so you don't have to be super detailed. Hit enter. It's still the beige color, so let me hit my select tool and let me click on this blue. But it's not quite the blue that I would actually want. It's not like a denim color blue. Let me come over here, click that one. Yeah, that one's not too bad. Let's see what other blues we got. Okay, that blue's better. All right, so now let's turn true view off. And now what I want to do is I want to come right in here and get this lime green color. So I'm gonna digitize closed shape. Come right here. Now I'm gonna come over here like this. Right now I'm doing the right clicking. Majority of the time I'm doing right clicks. Some of y'all are probably thinking of what I'm gonna do about this open space. I think what I might do is use black to make it like a shadow effect, along with like the shadows of the like under her arms and like the crease of her arms. But for now, let's get this lime green tank top going. All right, I'm gonna hit enter. I gotta change the color. Let's get more of a green. That's like kind of like a yellowish color. Yeah, that one can work. I'm going to change the stitch angle. If you have these going the same direction or the same angle, you'll be able to see the beige underneath or popping through the green stitching. That should be good. And now let's see. So far this embroidery is coming along. So let's go ahead and do her hair, and then we will add some detailed stitching. And I think my detailed stitching is going to be black. I don't know if we have this color in thread, but we'll make it work. So let's go in here and do her hair. I'm gonna digitize closed shape, of course. Then I'm gonna come in and do, I guess I'll start right here. Little curly afro, so I'm gonna do like some little curls like that. Nothing spectacular. If you guys are enjoying this content so far, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment below. Let me know if there's any artists you would like to see digitized next. So I'm gonna continue going through here, working on the hair right now. I'm actually doing right clicks and left clicks. You might see that I'm not like following it exactly, but I'm doing just enough. Turn off my true view. So her hair is like some, what is that, like an orangey color? Some orange tone. Ooh, that one looks good. Yep, that's the one right there. That's the one right there. This is the design so far. I still have to go in and mess around with the start and end points. The reason I want to mess around with my start and end points is because you might have like something like this where there's a weird stitch because it's filling up here first and then it starts filling up from the bottom, and where it connects right here in this point, there'd be like a weird stitch effect. So what I like to do is I like to change my end point. I like to move it around so that way there will not be any weird line in the embroidery. So let's go ahead and digitize this part of the design. Once again, I'm gonna go ahead and lock this layer, my image layer, and I'm gonna do a digitized closed shape, just like this design over here. I'm going to, or should I have two different? No, I'll do one big patch. Let's go ahead and start with the skin tone. Come along, it's kind of weird in this area. Come along this edging here, right to that part of the arm. So it's going to connect right there to this other patch. So let me just go ahead and loop up here. And I will end up merging the two together. And now we'll come up this way. We gotta change the color. Now let's do this part and that leg. Digitize closed shape. I'm gonna change from black over here to this color. And let's just go along this waistline. I'm doing a bunch of right clicking. And we'll come around here, along the tank top area. There we go. All right. Let's do this part of the shorts, and the shorts will be welded together also, but I might do like a some sort of black stitch here to like separate the two. Digitizing Ice Spice, just in case anybody is wondering. Just in case you skip past the intro. I know some of y'all will be skipping past those intros. Make sure you watch the full videos in full, so that way that watch time accumulates to the YouTube algorithm, so that way we can get monetized over here. We're trying to build this channel to be monetized, so make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you watch the full video, and also make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so help us out over here and hit that subscribe button, and make sure you give it a thumbs up. So let's finish this up here. I think I'm gonna, let's just stop it like right there. We'll end it there, and then come up here like this and connect it to that part of the jeans, and we'll curve around right here like that, right here, go along this part of the arm. All right, so we just got finished doing the shorts of the second part of the embroidery. So these two are going to come together. They're going to be welded together, along with these, the legs here. So I click this blue, and now I'm going to do control. I'm going to hold control and click this blue. Actually, I got to ungroup these first. So let's ungroup those. But this blue and control, click this blue. So it selected both of those blues. I'm going to come over here to the left, right here where it says weld, and I'm going to combine those two. So it just combined those two. Now I want to do that with these two skin tones. Let's weld those together. I'm going to have to reorganize some things. Let's see, let's get the skin tones all together. Move those to the top. So it's going to do all the skin. It's going to do all the skin tone colors first. We can have it do both the hair, or actually, no, let's move the hair down. Cause I wanted to do these black details first and then the hair color. But notice that it gave us these like line effects again. So I got to come in here and readjust that. Let's do a back stitch, and that will help separate design to this design. That's not looking too bad, not too shabby. So the background will just be the color of the duck canvas that I embroider onto. But I do want to put a pattern back there. So I'm going to Control C, Control V on my satin stitch border. That just duplicated it. I'm going to do a fill. Let me put it below. Actually, it got to be at the very beginning. And we shall do ripple, Moffat. What Moffat designs do we got? What about those circles? Yeah, I kind of like those circles. Make them yellow, or I can make them pink, whatever color. All right, so I think I'm gonna choose the circle bubble effect, but I still need to scale the overall patch down a little bit. So I'm gonna select everything, and up here, I'm gonna change it to 3.25. I'm gonna hit enter, so that scales it down to a reasonable size. I've learned that people don't like too big of patches, so this should be a reasonable size for most people. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save it. So it's saved on there. I'm gonna put it on my USB drive, and I'm gonna put it on the machine, and I'm gonna start stitching it out. And that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was Digitizing Ice Spice from the Munch video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that way you know each time that Patchboy Darb uploads a new video. This has been Chris. I'm gonna turn on the machine and I'm gonna get this patch going. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.